Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. So today I'm here to share with you a new mini album tutorial. This is a blank base double pocket album, super easy to make, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Also, this tutorial is available on my new digital magazine, which is releasing today. Make sure to check out my website. The link will be on the description box down below. The magazine is full with quick and easy tutorials like this one and so much more different inspiration and crafting projects, and I hope that you guys like it. So let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So to make the base, we are going to use 2 pieces of chipboard that measured 8 by 8 and 1 piece of 3.5 by 8 inches, and then I'm going to join 3 pieces of lightweight cardstock just so I can wrap everything up. So here is the base that we just did, and now we're gonna work on the hinges. So for that, I'm going to use again some lightweight cardstock, and this piece measures 11 inches by 7.25, and I'm going to score at 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to score every 3/4 inches all the way down. So I'm doing 2.25, 3, 3 3/4, 4.5, 5.25, 6, 6 3/4, 7.5, 8.25, 9 inches, and 9 3/4, and that will be the last score line. And then we're just simply going to join the first 2 3/4 inches together, and I'm just going to press down in here, and this is how we have now our first hinge. Of course, we're gonna glue this on the back to keep this joined together. Then we're going to skip on the next 3/4 inch, and we're going to join the next 2 together. So again, I'm just going to pinch this, and then I'm going to fold it down, press, and then fold it the other way and press, and then do the same for the next 2 hinges. So now that I have all of the hinges folded, I am going to turn this to the back, open this up, and add your double-sided tape on each one of the hinges. So you only need to do it on one side. So I'm going to place that one here, take off the tape, and then I'm going to join that one together, and then I'm going to do the same to the next hinge. Okay, so press down your tape, peel off the tape, and join this one together. And after I join, I always like to press down here, and then we're going to do the next one. There you go, and same thing with the last one here. So now that we have all of the hinges formed, I'm going to add my double-sided tape on each one of these hinges. So I'm going to turn that to the back and add my tape right here again. And then you want to make sure when you add your tape, you're really close to the outside edge of the hinge on both sides as well. So now we have our hinges, and we are ready to add them into our base. So we're simply going to center the hinges within the spine, trying to create an equal distance in between the 2 sides of the spine here. So I'm just going to glue these right here, and I'm doing glue for this step. I feel like glue is probably a little bit stronger than tape, so I'm just gonna add my glue. So now that we added the hinge in there, I'm going to find the bending lines here. You will fill the gap in between the chipboard pieces, and I'm just going to line them up top and bottom, and I'm going to softly score in here. That way it's easier to bend these. And there you go. So we're gonna do the same on the other side. So then I'm going to use 2 pieces of 7 3/4 by 7 3/4, and we are going to glue these on the inside covers. And this is going to secure my hinge in place. That way it just gives it a little bit more stability in there. And I'm just going to press it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. And we're gonna do the same with the other side. So now we're gonna work on the page construction. So for the base pages, I am going to use 4 pieces of 6.5 by 8.5 and 4 pieces of 7.5 by 7.5. And as I said, this is going to be a double pocket page book, so I think it's going to be different, it's going to be fun. So I'm going to score the 8.5 by 6.5 pieces on the 8.5 inch side, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 8 inches, and we are going to do the same for all 4 pieces. So then we are going to fold along the score lines, and we are going to add our double-sided tape on this little flap in here. And I'm just going to cut these, and I'm going to do the same for the other side as well. And I'm just going to add my tape like this, and then we're going to join this piece to the 7.5 by 7.5, and I'm just going to line this up on one side, and you are going to see the other side of the base to be larger, so we can really use these pockets on that side. So I'm just going to peel off the tape here on the top, and I am going to line this up on the bottom corner just like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to press down on the sticky side and remove the tape. And now we're going to do just the same on the bottom here. I'm just going to remove the tape, and there you go. So we have the first pocket page, and I'm going to do the same to the other 3. So here we have our first pocket page, and now we're going to create a double pocket on the back. So for that, I'm going to use 4 pieces of 8.5 by 7 inches, and I'm going to score on 3 sides. So along the 8.5 inch side, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and at 8 inches, and then we're going to turn this over to the 7 inch side and just simply score at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to take out the corners right there, right where the score lines meet. So then we're going to fold along the score lines on the pockets. So now we are going to add the pocket into our base. So here is the first pocket of the page, which is the one that is going to go into the hinge, and we're going to turn this around and add our second pocket right in here. So I'm going to do that with my glue. So I'm just simply going to add my glue on these 1/2 inch sections, just like that, and then I'm going to do the one on the top. Okay, and then we're just simply going to line this up here on the corners, and same thing on the top, and there you go. So then we're just gonna press down and wait for the glue to dry. And there you go. So now we have our double pocket page. We have one here and one pocket there as well. So now we're going to repeat the process for all the other pages as well. So now we have all of our 4 double pocket pages, and now we're gonna do a couple of simple layouts. So I'm going to call this side A, and on the back is gonna be side B, and that is how you will find it on the magazine tutorial. So I'm going to use 4 pieces of 5.5 by 7.5 for each one of my signatures. So you are going to need a 16 total of 5.5 by 7.5. And for side A, I'm going to use 2 of those pieces, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5.5 inch side. So I'm just going to do half, and then for the other one, same thing, I'm going to do 1/2 inch here, and then we are going to fold along the score lines just like that. And I'm going to add my double-sided tape on these 1/2 inch sections as well. So I'm just going to add my tape, okay, and then I'm going to do the same for this other one, and then I'm going to add each one of these on my page. So again, I'm calling this side 8, and this is the one that will go on the hinge, and I'm just going to line this up here on one side, and I'm going to remove the tape, and then I'm going to open this up and add the second piece on the side here of the pocket, on the inside of the page, okay, instead of the edge. And I'm just going to place this one right there. So this is going to be my side A, and we are just going to do the same layout for all of the pages, and then we're going to turn these to the back, and we are going to work on side B. So again, I have my 2 pieces of 5.5 by 7.5, and this time I am going to score at 1/2 inch along the 7.5 inch side. So I'm just going to do 1 and 2, and then we're going to fold along the line and add our tape. So we're going to add 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom on side B. And so I'm just going to center this here on the top. And I like making these type of books that, you know, we basically are repeating the same page, but they just make such a quick and fast ones if you need to do something fast for a gift. And you can definitely make the same album a couple times and just embellish it a little bit different, or you can add a couple extra layouts to make it a little bit more unique when you know, embellish your pages and such. So this is how side B is going to look. Basically, we have 1 opening up and 1 opening down. Very, very quick and simple page design. So we are going to repeat the same step for all of the pages as well. So now that we have all of our pages ready, we are going to add them into our book. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and I think this is the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to put this on the side. I always like to peel off a section of my tape first in case you So now that we have all of our pages ready, we are going to add them into our book. So I'm going to bring back my base and I'm going to peel off just a section of the tape here. And we are going to find the center of the signature page and we're just gonna add that. I'm gonna start on the bottom and then I'm going to center it here. And you don't want to add these all the way down to your spine. I usually just put it right on top of the tape and you will have like a 1/4 inch section with, you know, clear space in between your spine and your signature page. Then we're gonna turn these to the back and we are just going to peel off the tape here and then we're just going to remove it. And there you go. That's how we're gonna add our page into the book. So then we have our double signature page, double pocket signature page, and then you have one fun opening in there and another one in here. And like I said, you can make your pages a little bit more unique. You can probably add a waterfall in here if you like as well, or just a little pocket on top to make them just a little bit different. So I'm going to continue adding all of my pages. And there you go, we are done making our double pocket page mini album. I hope that you guys enjoy the tutorial and please don't forget to visit my website. I'm gonna have the link down below here to my digital magazine where you can find step-by-step tutorial on this book and a couple others as well, and pictures and cutting guide and all of that stuff to make your process even a little bit easier. I want to thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.